Hello, welcome to SciCouple official YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn how to plot XRD in Origin. Please watch the video. First open Origin in your computer, then open a new workbook. Select the X and Y column and import the data you want to plot. So use import ASCII to import data. I have four different kind of samples. So first I import the sample name S1 and followed by the sample named S2 and S3 and finally the sample named S4. So I have four different type of data. So the next step is to copy all the four kind of data to a new workbook. So open a new workbook and copy the first data S1 into the new workbook and name S1 and copy the second value S1 into the new workbook. Write the name S2 and change the CY to CX. Similarly, copy S3 into the new workbook and name S3. Set the Y value to X, set as X. Copy S4 into new workbook. Copy and right click, paste and then name is S4. Set GY to GX. Okay. Now our all data are in one workbook. Copy all of them together and use the icon, select line and plot. Now the graph will look like this. Here we cannot distinguish the changes of each line. For XRD, we need to distinguish the changes of each layer. So, for that, we can do one thing. We can add some Y offset to the data. For example, so for the sample S2, we can add some Y values. Right click, set column values, and then select the column Y and plus add 100. For example, now I am adding 100. Okay. Then click OK. Okay. Then for S3 case, I am adding 200. So right click, set column values, select the column Y value plus 200. And then click OK. Similarly for S4, I add the Y to 300 values. Click OK. And then try to plot. All select and click the line. Now the graph will look like this. Better but not completely better. So here we know that the Y value we added is not enough. We need to add more Y values. So again, right click and add more Y values. Now I am choosing 500 difference. So for S2, I am adding plus 400, total 500. So for the S3 case, I am adding 800. That means total I add 1000. For S4, total 1500. Select all of them. Again plot. Select the line. So now the graph will look like this. Now you can distinguish the peak of each line. Okay. Then next is you can modify the legend. You can write the name on the legend and also right click on the axis. Then you can open this window and you can modify all the things you want, like the axis thickness applied to color thickness, etc. And also the major tricks or minor tricks, uh, they are in or outside, depends upon your convenience or your wish. You can change all the axes like x and y axis, bottom or left or right scale. You can also choose the thickness of the lines and click apply. Then you can see in the graph. And also you can plot the grid lines opposed to x and y axis. Also you can change the scale you want. Now I am changing to 30.5. And also the y axis you can change. Click apply and check if is okay. You can change the axis name. Double click a, then the property window will come. Then you can write the name to. Here I am plotting the XRD, so the x-axis will be 2 theta. So how we can write theta? In order to write theta, you can use this icon and write q. Then it will automatically written as 2 theta. Then 2 theta degree. Okay. Then for y value, this is intensity. So you can just write intensity and then click OK. And this y number, you can avoid this y number because there is no meaning here. So you can avoid the y number if you want. And then you can make the line thickness to 1.5. If it's okay, it's if it is not okay, you can add the line thickness to 3. If you add the line thickness to 3, the graph will look more beautiful. Apply. Okay. Now you can check if you want to modify anything, you can do that. Otherwise, you can just save the data file. Next, how you can plot your XRD graph into three-dimensional view. So for that, you can select your XRD graph values without changing any y offset, that the original values of your XRD. You can select all of them and use this icon to make waterfall icon. Click waterfall, then you will get a 3D view, three-dimensional view of your XRD file like this. So these four line represents your four samples, and you can modify the appearance by clicking the graph. In the display, you can choose any color if you want to apply. Then the graph will be appear in that color. If you don't like, you can just avoid that one. Okay. And then right click on the graph and make the line as independent and choose the line. And you can customize your line color. You can choose the color you want. Click on the color, individual color, and you can choose the color you want. You can choose four different color for four different graph. Click the color and then apply and then click OK. So the graph will be in different colors. Then you can change the axis and also the line thickness you can change. Click the line and make the line thickness to 3 and click apply. OK. Then the line thickness will be 3. If you don't like 3, you can change to 5. It will be more thicker. Click apply and OK. So now the three-dimensional graph is of XRD is ready. Now we can change the axis name. Right click to 2 theta and write the name as 2 theta. So how can we write? Right click and write 2 and use this icon and type theta. And then you can change the size you want and then click OK. So it will appear as 2 theta. You can write 2 theta or 2 theta and degree. You can write. And in the y-axis, you can write double click or right click properties. You can write y-axis name as intensity. Use the same size which you choose for x-axis and then click OK. And the z-axis here we don't need to do anything, so we can just click and delete. If you want to change the sample name, you can do that, or right click. You can get the graph and you can change the properties like font, color of the left, right, or bottom axis. And also you can choose the font size and font in different values to check which one you like most. And next step is you can change the properties of the 3D plot, like by clicking on the graph. You can get the display window and you can use the waterfall plain color. You can change. If you want to change the xy plane color, you can choose the color you want, and also the yz, you can click the color you want and then apply. And for the zx axis also, you can choose any color and click apply. Then the right side image will be the colored different plane of XRD. So you can choose the color you want and then click OK. So the final image will be look like this, three different planes in three different color. Okay, you can choose the color you want. And so here I am showing two kind of graph of the same XRD. One is two-dimensional and the another one is three-dimensional view of XRD. Then how we can copy these two, Word or PowerPoint? So right click and export image. You can write the file name as one or whatever the name, and you can choose the type, image type like TIFF or bitmap, etc., and choose the file location. Then it will automatically export. A window will appear in the origin. That means your file is successfully exported. Okay. So where we saved, we can go and check whether the image is correct or not. So this image, as I saved one, and the second image is three-dimensional view. So this we can copy and paste into Word or PPT wherever we want. Or if you want to copy the origin file itself, you can just right click and copy page. It will directly paste into, and then you can directly paste into the Word file. If you copy page and open in Word file, entire origin will open in the Word file. And next, in this two-dimensional XRD graph, we need, for the XRD, if we want to explain anything related to XRD, we need the plane, diffraction plane. So we can write using T in the tool section. You can take that T and write the value or the plane you want. And copy that and paste again, and then right click or properties, you can just make the rotation to 90 degree, then it will be look like this. So you can choose either horizontal or vertical way, and you can write all the planes, and then you can change the color or the thickness, or next is to change the legend. Right click properties, and then you can write the name of your XRD graph. For example, first one is sample 1, and copy that sample 1, and then paste on the second, and you can write the sample 2, and for the third graph is like sample 3, and for the fourth one is sample 4. You can write your sample name, and the background if you choose none, so there is no background in the legend. So if you want the legend in a box, you can choose box. How was the video? Do you think this video is useful? Then please like and subscribe our channel. And also don't forget to suggest to your friends. Thank you.